Yes, sir. It's your boy, Corey, aka Valedictorian. This is head of class session. We're gonna speak on something, like we always do, and I think it applies to everybody because everybody does it, but we're trying to go against the grain. You feel me? So we're gonna talk about shaming tactics. Shaming tactics. Men and women do them, right? And the reason I think, that people do this so much and the reason why, it's such a utilized go-to thing is because with shame, right, when you usually you don't come right out, it's a defensive mechanism, meaning you can be in a conversation with someone, you can be in a debate or whatnot, and if one person feels like they're getting done up or getting made fun of or getting overpowered intellectually, you're going to get a tactic probably going to come out. You know what I'm saying? A person may talk about your weight, may talk about your clothing, your height, you know, penis size, big, all different types of ways to shame another person. My thing is, why? Right? Why? I mean, I understand why, but at the core of it, if you're in a debate, especially if someone that is damn near a stranger, right, or someone who that their opinions and their views of you. Now, this is for men or women. I'm not trying to single anybody out like I always do. Look, for both sexes, right? If the person is doing that to you, if you got hit by a shaming tactic, someone tries to shame you. Now, let's be honest. The first is the attempt of it. Now, whether it lands or not depends on the person who is getting shamed, right? I just want to know why, because to me it seems like at the core, if you're in a discussion, if you're in a debate, if someone is not seeing things the way that you like and vice versa, right? That's normal. We are a complex planet of beings who are different. Everyone has different preferences. Everybody has different goals, aspirations, all that. So my thing is, and it's different for different. It's different for the sexes. So when men shame is way different than how women shame, but it's still the same. If that makes any sense. It's just a thing where no matter if you are male or female, if someone attempts to shame you, these are my things. I would, okay, you can, some people say, just don't respond, right? I mean, that's a good way. I mean, that's a way. Just, don't respond back. Give them the cold shoulder. But I'm more of a intellectual headhunter, right? I would proceed to start to ask questions, and then you can see how that person responds by you asking the questions. Because look, when you ask probing questions, that person who is trying to attempt to shame you into a reaction, that may ruffle their feathers, but really at the end of it all, we're trying to get to resolutions. We are too grown, and this modern world is too advanced to where we are still acting like Neanderthals intellectually. Like, I would start asking probing questions, and I can't really illustrate that. All I know is, like, with certain situations, I know that if a person is going to try to make fun of me or shame me, based on either me holding a light to them or me saying something that they don't like, yeah, I'm just going to start asking questions, and then whether or not how they answer will determine to me whether or not this conversation with the person or this interaction with the person holds any weight. Like, I will leave it all to the person. I'll be like, nope, go ahead, because for one, life is too short, man. We are in a life and in a world where there's opportunities all around us, but there's a lot of distractions all around us. So I would love to get to the resolution of things with people, especially if it's something that I cherish. But just keep this in mind, guys. Um, Defensive mechanisms are only meant as a security blanket for that person who's doing it. They're not, look, you can see some of the meanest, uh, evilest people or whatever in the world, or you can deal with some of the people who, they're just mean and surly. They just try to cut you with their words. But that's just that. You can't, if they try, it's you who allow the cuts to come in. Um, at this point in my life, I know that there's a situation where, you know, I can get triggered just like anybody else, but my thing is, you have to dig through layers and layers and layers. I'm not just going to allow myself to give you the reaction that you want, especially when I know that, once people, it's kind of a tell, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of a person showing their slip showing, really, male or female, when they start to shame. Because some people believe that shaming someone, it gets results. Like you get to be able to get that person who you're shaming to do as you want, through embarrassing them or whatnot. But really, the other side of it is people use shame and shaming tactics, to try to create a little flex for themselves. They want to get that, they want to get their ego off. They want to plump it up, because a lot of people are incapable and are intellectually immature to be able to take a critique or a statement that holds them accountable, or just a statement of fact, um, or even just the opinion. So many people, they just want to fight against anything that's an opinion. Like, that's not fact, just your opinion. Well, sometimes opinions are important, and it could actually help you despite where it's coming from. If you don't like the messenger, still listen to the message. Ooh, that's a message. But yeah, man, shaming tactics are, they're used all the time. I believe they're just played out. If you're a human like myself who's evolved to the stature of understanding all aspects of human interaction and how people react and how people act and the reasons why, then you'll be able to, not only just flick off a shaming tactic, somebody trying to shame you, can just kind of flick it off and then go forward precisely and confidently, and yeah, just ask the questions, or you could do the silent treatment, but that actually gives that may give a picture of yourself that you don't want, either that you're weak or that you're scared, or that, and it'd be none of those things. But definitely, I would probe back. If there's like a shaming tactic is meant to probe you into a reaction, I would probe back with precise, adequate, root shaking questions, to see, like, okay, what's your purpose here? Like, why are you saying it? What is your purpose? Start asking the questions. But it is Friday Eve again. Much love to the people, man. It's your boy Corey, aka Valedictorian. This is Head of Class Session. Yeah.